right. And now, all right guys, a little treat today. I'm going to show you guys how I friction fit my 3D printed cannon projectiles so that you get a nice tight fitting bore. Now the idea here being, of course, you ram in and out a projectile into its bore, and that should kind of hone the two together so that way you get the nicest fit. You can see this one here has already kind of been done. It doesn't hang up anywhere. So once you get that lubed up real good, you're going to get a great seal. It's going to go really far. So your first step, and there's a million ways to do this, but what I like to do, I'll just put a screw in the back of the projectile. Pilot holes are great, but ain't nobody got time for that. There you go. All right. Now you're going to want to get yourself a reciprocating saw. I've just got this battery powered Milwaukee. Tighten that down to the vise. Don't want to be too tight, don't want to fuck your tool up. So I've went and got myself a much longer screw. This will just help with securing it. There we go. Quite a bit more meat there. Right. Oh, perfect. All right, now's the fun part. So, pretty low tech here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape over the trigger so that this thing stays on. See if we can get that working. Yeah, that's perfect. You don't want it going too fast. Oh. You know what? Screw the electrical tape. I'm going to do this by hand. It's going to make it a little more difficult, but... All right. So, what I like to do, I like to always use a little bit of lube whenever I'm doing this. It is friction fitting, so the idea is we do want kind of the high spots to wear off and get a really good fit, but always lube it up anyways. I'm just putting a little bit of this nice O-ring grease on there. That's gonna, if anything, actually swell the plastic up. That'll allow it to get a really nice tight fit. So first I'm just gonna kind of work this in. Just get that all over. All right, and now all the way in and out. Ooh, that's a little rough. Yeah, let's put a little bit more of this on there. You can never really use too much. There we go. That ought to do it. Okay. And if the lubricant starts building up on one side, pro tip, whew. Yeah, she's fit pretty good now. She actually shot right through. Look at that. Anyways, you can run this for quite a long time. This the screw just shot right out. so I would have to put another hole in. But you can run that for quite a long time. Use a really long screw or some other type of mandrel so you can do the full length of your barrel. You get a nice tight seal. Just to clarify there, fellas, what you should be seeing for swelling on your PLA plastic when you apply O-ring grease is really no more than about 1 or 2%. There are some plastics that'll swell actually quite a bit with O-ring grease. And it's really not ideal to use those because it can degrade the mechanical properties of them. You can potentially have them blow apart if you're using them as a projectile in a cannon. PLA is safe though, and it will swell, but not by a whole lot. But it should be enough to get a really nice tight fit. You can see on mine, it actually won't fit through the metal piece where it threads into the cannon. Damn, fell right through. Perfect. So when I drop it in the top, it's going to fall all the way to the bottom with minimal resistance. Now watch what happens when I put my hand on the bottom. The fit is tight enough that it'll still drop, but if I have my hand on the bottom blocking the air from coming out, took way longer. That's because there is some minor clearance for the air to get around the projectile, but it's so little that it is falling down on a nice cushion of air. Real nice tight fit. Now at this point, when I put it in the cannon and apply a pile of lube, that's going to make it an absolutely perfect fit. There's going to be no hang-ups, and this thing is going to be gone. Nailed it.